My dear friend Arun Nehru, first term MP, young man from down south, Tamil Nadu. Mr. Nehru, tell me something. You represent a very solid regional bloc, which has represented Tamil Nadu with years of consistency. And the people of Tamil Nadu has also voted DMK into power for over years and with a very strong contingent of Lok Sabha MPs. What do you think, Mr. Nehru? Can our parliament, can our house of people move beyond these issues which are of little concern to the common man and move to the real bread and butter issues?
First, thanks Nikuj and Maria for having me here with us. At least we have our voice which can be actually heard across. So that's something very important. One point that I want to note is the floor, the protest is also a form of representation. So you don't have to have negative connotation. You just have to be for what you're protesting for, right? And secondly, it's very ironical, right? The opposition wanted to have a discussion on a particular topic because it is a culmination of events that were outside the dates of the House. So on the first day and the second day, when we wanted to have, for example, on the discussion on the Constitution, for example, we had lost 3 days because they said no. And after 3 days, they came back and said, we will allocate 2 days. So if the ruling party had really woken up and asked that, let's do it in 2 days, we would have still, run the house important because Constitution, that's really fundamental to a lot of other things. And, everything else branches off from the Constitution, number one. Number two is the regional voices were on this session on a very important topic on federalism. Because most of the bills were trying to lap into a state list. Because there are 3 lists in which, the central government, there's a union list, there's a state list, and there's a concurrent list. Now, a lot of subjects on the concurrent list were designed in such a way, the bills, where the powers were more towards the center and less towards the state. So those issues dominated, our viewpoints of saying, okay, let us express our opinion before the bill is being passed. But also, most of the bills were passed around 7:30 in the evening, 7:30 or 8, right? And it's not, when my colleague here said that the LOP is not in the House and the other members are not in the House, usually important bills are trying to be passed in the first session itself because all of the MPs have other work to do for the constituency itself because we need to go meet all the ministers and the departments. So I think generally this session was that we were trying to voice out our opinion.
Mr. Nehru, one thing became clear from this session was that there was discussion and a discussion on a historic issue such as Constitution, 75 glorious years of our Constitution. Do you think the opposition lineup could have been better? The reason why I'm saying is that, the long perception has been that the BJP doesn't have great speakers, but they managed to put up a stellar lineup where from Home Minister Amit Shah to Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman to Rajnath Singh, all of them spoke about points which were far more pertinent. Could opposition have come more prepared, India bloc in particular?
I just have only one point to that, right? When this Constitution debate happened, they went on and on about the importance of the Constitution. We all agree, we all appreciate it because it's because of the Constitution we are all here and sitting and talking. And just 2 days after the discussion, they went with One India, One Nation bill. One election bill. It's completely anathema to the Constitution in which they are bidding. So if they had their voices on where their mind is, they wouldn't have bought that bill in. So our point is, you can bring any bill in, not a problem. But with proper discussion and proper representation, it has a higher chance of success in a diverse country like India.
Mr. Nehru, you are in the trap of Congress party, says Mr. CM Ramesh. He says you are not raising people's issue of Tamil Nadu and you are in trap of Congress party.
So, Tamil Nadu has always been very vocal about its rights. So, BJP's ideology is mostly against those sympathetic values of, the real causes that a Tamilian values, which is mostly federal structure and autonomy to the state. Now, BJP's ideology on most of the topics are opposed to what a common Tamil man can think. And hence, our idea to align with the Congress is more aligning of ideologies and more towards getting better allocation to states and hence better governance. So that is where we come from. So not because we want to run a house or spoil a house is not, we decide the coalition or anything. So I think there are better learned, better able men who would be able to answer more than me. But my point of view is the ideology and requirements can be amplified through the Congress alliance.
Mr. Nehru, my friend, not only first speak about the idea of having a parliament session in South, then your choice.
I think it will really help in two ways. For one, for parliamentarians from the north, seeing another part of India on where it is being developed and how it's being represented, I think we would welcome all of them to the south. And especially in my case, I have two options. One is Chennai. You still have the cultural, social, and economical capital of the south. So you will understand what Tamil Nadu has contributed to the nation and vice versa too. And second is my constituency, which is half of Trichy district, which is also the cultural capital of Tamil Nadu. So it can also help as a further economic growth and cultural growth of the country. I would welcome them. We would love to host, and nothing better to host under Honorable CM MK Salan sir. We will have the best parliament there.